Hey guys, Tyler here with Secureteam. We have some mind-blowing information, images, and video footage for you guys today that has come into us from multiple sources of a UFO sighting originating from Atlanta, Georgia, the south side of Atlanta to be precise, in which this mysterious sighting occurred. So we got an email yesterday evening on the 13th, which is a Sunday, from a guy named Danny from Atlanta who had witnessed this very odd-shaped black-tinted craft. One of the things that he described to me was that this thing definitely was a craft. He saw very odd ridges and characteristics of the craft, including the way it moved. He said that when he first saw this thing, it was making its way at a steady pace down from the clouds above. He said that it was very high in the sky, but it was descending. At which point he thought that it may have been a kite or a drone of some sort. You know, this is the first thing that a lot of people think when they see these sightings, that, well, it must be a drone, it must be a kite. You know, most people don't think that they have the luck to actually capture one of these UFOs, but these craft are showing themselves more and more. So I definitely think we're leading up to some sort of precipice where we're going to be seeing these things almost daily. I mean, that's the way it feels, at least, from the amount of sightings and testimony that we're receiving. But he saw this thing, and honestly, he said that he didn't know what the hell this thing was. And as this thing descended from the clouds, it began to get larger and become more in focus. At which point he grabbed his camera, and he said that the craft stopped completely midair. And from what he could tell, had no characteristics of any sort of kite or drone or man-made aircraft. He said the thing didn't make any sound that he could hear. In fact, he also said that this thing began dropping something. From the center of the craft, began dropping small orb-like objects from the center of this thing. And he said as these orbs that looked sort of like shiny, metallic, black orbs fell from this craft, they fell for a few seconds and then completely vanished. So these things, whatever they were, he said that they almost looked like they were cloaking themselves way before they touched the ground. And he said that it was very, very eerie and discerning. And he took out his camera, he began snapping pictures. He was able to get 2 close-up pictures of this thing. One picture is more zoomed out, the other one he took was at full zoom. And before he could take the third image, he said that this craft shot off back straight up into the sky at such a high rate of speed. He said that it left him with no doubt in his mind that this thing was anything other than an alien craft or ship of some sort. So these images finally got sent in to us through a friend of his who is a regular follower of our video and regular follower of other UFO research channels online, as a lot of people are these days. Ufology has become a mainstream community in which people are watching videos like ours daily and are starting to shed a lot of light on the UFO subject. So we took these 2 images, we analyzed them, and we posted them to our Twitter and our Facebook page, asking if anyone from the Atlanta area had seen this craft at or around 3:30 p.m. yesterday on September the 13th. So at about 4 a.m. this morning, we got an email from a fellow Atlantean who was in the area, and we got this email from a man who had told us that his sister, who actually works around the South Atlanta area, had caught something on video that same day at just around the same time that the first pictures were taken that were sent in to us by the first source. And once he saw our post on Twitter of the still images of this thing, he said that there was not a doubt in his mind that this was the same craft. So he sent us over a short video that was captured by his sister. He said that when she saw it, she didn't see it descending from the clouds. She had caught it just as it had stopped in midair. She took out her camera and began recording. So this is the amazing video that she was able to capture of this thing right here. Now, what you saw in this video is without a doubt the same exact craft that was sent in to us by the first source. And just as the first source stated, this craft can be seen dropping some sort of orb-shaped object from its hull. The object drops down and disappears after probably 50 meters. And what happens at the end of the video is the source's phone actually glitches. Now, if you're a iPhone user or a Samsung user, sometimes when you're recording videos, the camera can glitch and it can stop video recording. Now, she didn't know that the video had stopped recording. She continued to hold the phone up, and just as was described by the first source, she also saw this thing shoot back up into the sky at an amazingly high rate of speed, and she had not realized that her phone had stopped recording. And as you just saw in the video, it does glitch at the end and the recording stops. Now, this could have been just a simple glitch in the phone, but as we've seen and as you guys have seen in a recent video of ours, this is not the first time that these UFOs have been recorded, and the sources of which have their electronics completely shut off mid-recording. That we have spoken to countless people who have told us that their electronics have been completely shut off when they attempt to record these things. So I wouldn't put it past it to think that this craft knew it was being recorded, and just like so many others, was able to somehow shut off the video camera before any further recording could be captured. But we are lucky enough just to have these images and video footage here, and you can tell plain as day from this footage, this is without a doubt in our minds an alien craft, and it is dropping something and leaving something behind for us for some reason. Or it may be not for us, but whatever it is, something is being left behind by this craft. So I ask all of you to share this video, like it, and subscribe, because that is how we get this information out, and that is how we're going to be able to get more footage of this thing from anyone else out there who's in the Atlanta area and saw this. So it's amazing footage. We want to thank Danny and the other source who at this point wishes to remain nameless. She doesn't want her name all over the internet. Completely understandable, but you know who you are, and I want to thank you very much for sending us in this footage. It's completely amazing. I'm at a loss for words. So if any of you out there saw this craft, please be sure to send us in your footage. All of our contact info is down below in the video description, and be sure to stick with us right here because we've got a lot more coming your way. So stay safe and stick around.